What is going on, guys? It is Wrestlelamia here, back with another video. Join us now as we look at this week's edition of AEW Dynamite, as well as the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know, including an AEW Star Missing, is WWE recasting their wrestlers, Madcap Moss dating former superstar, an IIconics star expecting a first child, and much more. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for daily wrestling videos, and follow us on Facebook for exclusive lists. Also check out Wrestlelamia.co.uk and our wrestling channel, Incredible. Now, as always, we won't recap the matches, but just look at the good, the bad, and the downright ugly. As always, we start off with the good as number 1, Love and Hobbs' entrance. Changing entrances can be tricky, but AEW did a good job with Powerhouse Hobbs' new entrance. Hobbs, who recently split with longtime partner Ricky Starks, is on his own, and this could now be his chance to finally break out as a single star. Number 2, Jericho brings back the Lion Tamer. Jericho's back in the championship hunt, and as fans know, he's kept his career fresh not only by adopting various new personas, but changing up his offense. However, last night's match between Jericho and Wheeler Yuta saw the Wizard go back to one of his original moves, the Lion Tamer, a variation of the Walls of Jericho where Jericho places his knee in his opponent's back while applying the Boston Crab. AEW Interim World Champion Jon Moxley may regret asking for the Lionheart version of Jericho. Number 3, Wheeler Yuta's Rising Star. Wheeler Yuta continues to impress in the ring, and at times it's difficult to believe how fast the 25-year-old has improved since joining AEW in June of 2021. Putting Yuta into the Blackpool Combat Club was the right move, as his skills and attitude are a much better fit for the group of hard-edged main eventers as opposed to the light-hearted mid-card act Best Friends. Yuta lost to Chris Jericho last night, but he took the Wizard to the limit and only lost due to a low blow from Le Champion. Expect more big things from Yuta, especially with him holding the Ring of Honor Pure Championship. Number 4, a promising partnership. Last night's new alliance between Ethan Page and manager Stockley Hathaway looks like it could be the nudge Ethan needs to stand out more. Ethan had a promising start as one half of Men of the Year alongside Scorpio Sky, but the duo lost its momentum after Sky captured the TNT Championship. While former manager Dan Lambert was a good mouthpiece for the Men of the Year, it looks like AEW has other plans, and Hathaway's already shown he's good at getting heat on himself and his clients. And number 5, a Thunderstorm strikes. A tag match between Thunderstorm, aka Thunder Rosa and Tony Storm, and the team of Dr. Britt Baker and Jamie Hayter was a sign that Thunderstorm could have a future together should AEW create a women's tag title. The tag match was outstanding, and if AEW can book similar matches with its female talent, it could be ready for the previously mentioned tag team belts. But that was the good. What about the bad? Is number 1, why not Wheeler vs Moxley? Last night's Wheeler Yuta vs Chris Jericho match was entertaining, and Yuta nearly submitted Chris Jericho, a win which not only would have elevated Wheeler further, but given him Jericho's upcoming AEW Interim World Championship shot against Jon Moxley. While AEW may be reluctant to have Yuta wrestle his Blackpool Combat Club stablemate, a Yuta vs Moxley match could have been magnificent. Number 2, a tepid turn. Last night's segment where Adam Cole and Red Dragon, Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish laid out their supposed allies the Young Bucks was a weak moment. AEW has been planting the seeds for the turn ever since Cole and his Undisputed Era teammates reunited in AEW. The problem is that AEW planted the seed, but it hasn't watered them with any sort of consistency, so when it decided to pull the trigger on the split, it was a largely lackluster affair. Having Adam Page made this save could have been the best thing to happen to him since winning the AEW World Championship, but it'll depend on how AEW books Hangman and the brothers Jackson. Page's career has been on autopilot for months, and a face turn by the Bucks might not have gone over as well as expected. Perhaps AEW should book the trio as tweeners. There was nothing downright ugly as AEW put on a good follow-up to its past few weeks' special edition episodes of Dynamite and prepared for its upcoming Quake at the Lake show next week. AEW still has too many wrestlers and not enough TV time, but as long as Tony Khan continues treating Rampage like main event, it's not going to change. What do you guys think of Dynamite this week? Let us know in the comments down below. Now let's move on to the news. Our first story looks at an AEW Star Missing. Atop in the news today is the continuing mystery surrounding the whereabouts of AEW wrestler Maxwell Jacob Friedman. Friedman was last seen on the Dynamite after May 29th's Double or Nothing, where he went off on a profanity-filled tirade against AEW and its president Tony Khan. Prior to that, MJF had been vocal about his dissatisfaction with his pay, leading to speculation he might not no-show the Double or Nothing pay-per-view. That didn't happen, but Max has been off AEW TV for 2 months, with no word on his current activities. AEW has scrubbed MJF from its website and social media, leading to fans wondering whether this is an elaborate storyline or an actual problem between MJF and Tony Khan. While Fightful is reporting that the individuals they have spoken with in AEW claim they have no contact with MJF since his last TV appearance. As Wrestling Inc. mentioned, MJF has been exploring TV and film roles, and rumor has it he may be working with the True TV show Impractical Jokers. Next up, bad news coming for AEW. Should AEW be concerned about the recent merger between Warner Media and Discovery? Well, that's a question Dave Meltzer is asking after AEW's parent company Warner Media made some unexpected and massive budget cuts, including cancelling its $90 million film Batgirl and $40 million film Scoob Holiday Haunt, both scheduled to be released on HBO Max. The cancellation has led to talk that the Warner Bros. Discovery is carefully reviewing its properties and that other cuts are very possible. Dave Meltzer mused on the Wrestling Observer Radio, "Your parent company is slicing budgets everywhere. They're stopping movies and TV shows in production. It's been a bloodletting there, and there's probably more to come. The timing for AEW with the deal coming up at the end of next year, last few days haven't been looking good." While AEW should be prepared for Warner Bros. Discovery losing interest in wrestling, it's worth noting that at least part of the motive driving the cancellation of the referenced films is that Warner Bros. Discovery had a limited option to write both films off and take a tax write-off. Deadline.com noted that the entertainment company had to take the write-off by August, hence the seemingly abrupt cancellations. Next up, WWE Recasting Wrestlers. Is the WWE recasting its wrestlers and trying to find the right role for its various superstars in terms of whether they work as a babyface or heel? Dave Meltzer and Brian Alvarez commented on this about how tag team Katana Chance and Caden Carter and their recent apparent change from heels to babyface. Katana Chance and Caden Carter did a totally heel promo. Then they did a promo later that was a total babyface promo. They've changed. A lot of people who were miscast, let's face it, Casey Catanzaro, she should not be cast as a heel, she's a babyface. They were getting ready to miscast her, and now they're casting her where she should be just like Becky Lynch. As the McMahon-Helmsley era continues to change the WWE landscape, fans will likely see more tweaks and even some big changes to wrestlers. Next up, Adam Cole makes a young fan cry. Shame on you, Adam Cole. Well, that's the sentiment surrounding Cole after his actions on Dynamite apparently upsetting a young fan, making the little boy cry. Cole and his Red Dragon teammates laid into the Young Bucks and the camera panned to a young fan crying. Who says heel heat is a thing of the past? Next up, Madcap Moss dating former WWE superstar. It looks like current SmackDown superstar Madcap Moss is dating a former WWE superstar. Current Impact star Tennille Dashwood, who competed in the WWE as Emma, tweeted a cozy looking picture of herself and Moss in a bar with the following caption. Dashwood was no doubt referring to the 70s adult contemporary music act The Captain and Tennille. And finally, an IIconics star is expecting a first child. And last but not least, wonderful news for Cassie Lee, aka Peyton Royce, as the IIconics star is expecting her first child. Lee is best known to wrestling fans with her tag team The IIconics alongside real best friend Jessica McKay, aka Billie Kay. Both her and husband Sean Spears announced the news on Instagram. Congratulations to the couple. But there you have it, folks, the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know. Be sure to leave your comments down below, and I'll see you next time with some more wrestling content.